Hey guys, this is Jeremy at SHOT Show 2025 last year. Talking with Brenda about some amazing products, and you have something new for us this year.
Yeah, absolutely, Jeremy. Thanks for coming in. We're super excited about a new project at Nite Ize that we've been working on for 7 years. So that's no slight innovation in our 36-year tenure, and it's a bold one. We have reinvented the ratchet strap, and I want to talk to everybody about that. For those of you who use these often, I think it's fair to say that we all are challenged by the release, right? The release of that high tension, especially when the load shifts, that's challenging. We have changed that. And the way we've done it is take a look at these load cells. This is called the CAMJAM ratchet. This is the smallest ratchet in the world at 2.9 inches. I'm showing you a couple of sizes that we've made. This is our small at 2.9 inches, 3.9 inches on a large. I've put a little bit of tension on here. 343 pounds on the small one, 583. No one ever really knows when you create the tension how much we have, but we sure know how hard it is to release the tension. So Jeremy, here's how the release is. Instead of having to open up a commodity ratchet like we all know, because they're made the same all the way open and be positioned in an awkward spot to try to do that, this has been rethought. So essentially the release is this action. I'm gonna squeeze this together, and Jeremy, through this 343 pounds,
Yep.
all you do is you squeeze the ratchet and we've released it. When you want to tension it back up, give it a tension and click in and easily achieve high tension with what we call tension boost technology. So let me take a minute and show you exactly how these work over here. When we think about ratchets, we always think about hooks. We've done something different. We've created a ratchet that doesn't necessarily need a hook, and we have our ratchet that is not sewn to the webbing. So we've essentially, Jeremy, we've built something that is built better and lasts longer. See this Bartech loop at the end of this polyester strap? This is going to enable you to make a quick connection without needing a hook. So this is just making a girth hitch, right? A little slip knot. So make a connection around an anchor that could be a bar, that could be a D-ring. Come over the load, and then this is sort of going to be your setup, right?
Yep.
Say you're putting something in the back of your truck or on the roof rack. This is where you can actually attach a ratchet now to the webbing. We've invented a component on the ratchet called the capture frame. This little piece flips open. So I'm going to show you how you attach the webbing. Take a loop here, and there's one way in to be able to go ahead and put the webbing through here. So put it up through here. You've got a loop. Flip this frame up and actually load the webbing loop onto the frame. Now at this point, this is where it becomes adjustably positionable anywhere, so you can have it conveniently in a spot where you can tension it. Lock the capture frame down, give it a little tension, close the handle, and then turn the spool just by gripping the ends here. You can also turn the handle. And now you're gonna go ahead and take the end of the webbing and put it up through, right through here.
Yep.
Pull the slack out, get it tight, Jeremy.
Yep.
And now just go ahead and crank up the tension, and you can get it super tight, one click at a time. And if you'll notice, there's something happening here that hasn't been done before. The webbing is coming underneath the ratchet, and you see these two straps, it's coming around the anchor point and back in. We call this tension boost technology. This is technology that allows you to amplify the tension. Essentially, we could put 500 pounds of tension with this tiny little ratchet on this strap. We'd have 500 pounds of tension on the main line and 250 pounds of tension that's split with these two straps. This allows us to build a design that is built better and lasts longer. Now, if the strap and when these straps ultimately fray, you can take the hardware off and quickly replace the strap by buying them on our website and going back to it. Jeremy, we also invented these two new hooks.
Yep.
So these are hooks that we've made part of our ratchet system. I'll show you here. And essentially the reason for these is this would be the concept that when you release tension on your load and you want to take off and re-rig the system, this two-loop strap system allows you to take this new hook, Jeremy. It has a spring in it.
Yep.
Check that out. And now that hook can be positioned on one of these two loops. So the whole purpose of this would be, let's say that you want to have a soft connection, like you're going to put the strap around motorcycle handlebars. You could come around here, go ahead and take a piece of the loop, put it around the hooks, and go ahead and open it up until you make sure you're around both hooks. And now you're in a spot where you can go in and ratchet up and create the tension. So you have the ability to quickly set this up, but it can be versatile in that you don't have to just have the hook in this spot. You can go ahead and move the hook over to the end. And if you put it at the end, this is where these hooks shine. Watch the way they work. You can push them on and they lock on. Remember those frustrating situations where ratchets where you have the hooks and they keep wanting to come off? Now you spin it and it comes right off. So this essentially allows you to make the system as a quick release. So again, we load up the webbing onto the strap. You can see it like this. This allows the setup to where it's attached. We pull the slack out of the webbing here. We ratchet up the tension. We get it tight. And again, you can repeat the whole thing, and this is the quick release to it, so you can make a quick tie down. So super excited about the new system, and I think you're going to enjoy just how much easier it is and how much less intimidating and really how much longer these things last.
Yeah, and like you said, being able to replace the strap,
right?
Because you've had straps fray, you've had straps break, and then you're left with the hooks and the components. I mean, you're like, what am I going to do?
If we think about ratchet straps and where they're sold, as a commodity, it's some of the most consumed product.
Yeah.
And they're the most things that are thrown in a landfill.
Yeah.
Right? So now we're going to be able to buy something to make an investment in some hardware that's going to last longer and then continue to be able to use them. And they're super versatile. So excited about it.
So what's the rating on these for the smaller?
Rating, yeah, it's a great question. So the small ratchet has a rating of 500 pounds working load. And then the brake strength is 3 times that factor, so 1,500 pounds. So this would be much smaller, though, than any ratchet you would see that kind of weight rating. And then the larger one is 1,000 pounds, 3,000 pound brake strength. So that's what you're seeing set up here. Yep. And then the hooks are accordingly the 500 pounds and 1,000 pounds.
1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And like I said, these things are really lightweight. Like I said, it's an amazing product. I wish we had these when Polly and I, my cameraman, were in the military, because we had to deal with ratchet straps all the time, and then just tossing them away once they're done. And it's like, it's such a waste.
I can imagine. I always feel like it's sort of like this boat anchor of all these parts, all the hooks and the parts, and the fact that you can take it off and just have the straps is pretty interesting.
Right.
Yeah, so it makes it fun. Well, I really appreciate you guys letting me show you this. And I hope you guys check them out. You can check them out at
I'm going to be picking
NiteIze.com and check them out.
Yeah, I'll be picking some up myself and playing around with them and use. Hey guys, this is Jeremy again with Howling Dog Media. One of the things that we forgot about earlier was some of the accessories that come with the ratchets.
Sure. Yeah, I meant to show you this. Inside the deluxe ratchet kit, we included this storage bag. And it's just a convenient way to keep up with the ratchet and the hook if you have that version with the strap. And you can put them inside your vehicle and you have a quick way to it. The bag's got some reflectivity on it. But the other cool thing you can do with it is you can actually set it up so when you have the ratchet in tension, you can move, there's 2 ends that are open, move the bag over the ratchet, cinch it, keep all the road grime off, but essentially you could take that extra bit of strap and put it inside and then cinch it down. So it's a cool way to sort of use it either on the go or just when you're not using it.
Right.
I wanted to show you that.
Yeah. And like I said, as we were going through the conversation of the engineering and everything of the ratchet straps, it just kind of slipped our minds. So we just want to add this a little bit to the last video portion of the video, just to show you some of the accessories with the kits.
Yeah. Thanks for taking a look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys, this is Jeremy once again at SHOT Show 2025 with Rick here. We're going to talk about the True Zip technology. Like we talked before, my wife and I just got back from a Mexican cruise, and we actually had the runoff she used that as her purse on her whale watching expeditions.
Oh, great.
That way everything was protected. She still could use her phone while she had it. An awesome product.
No, that's perfect. Well, thank you for coming by. You know, we invented TrueZip over 4 years of development. We invented the first ever sliding, toothless, waterproof rated zipper. It's completely dust proof. It's airtight. It's super cool. I'm standing in our booth at the SHOT Show, as you mentioned, Jeremy, and I'm showing a lot of different brands that are using TrueZip to support their own innovation. So we've been able to create a zipper that is super interesting in terms of what you can build. You can build products that are fully waterproof, that could be dust proof, and the zipper's really different. It's sliding, it doesn't make any sound. The zip is actually capable of being airtight. So it's airtight to the point that you can make things that float, and you can also use the air so that you can make compression bags. So if you wanted to save space in some of your bags, you could use some of our packing cubes that we have at Nite Ize on the runoff bags and save a ton of space. Or you could blow air into these and make things float,
Right.
which is pretty cool. And then there's enough force that you could actually stand on these, right? So they're really strong. Don't be fooled by a zipper that doesn't have any teeth. They're pretty impressive in terms of their strength, but they're also capable of being self-healing. So if the zip ever opened, you just open it all the way back up and close it again and you're ready to go. Right. So the things that you can build with TrueZip are waterproof items that could be like RF welded waterproof backpacks and duffel bags and sort of waist packs. There's even outerwear over here where we're showing, instead of having to settle for zippers that are in outerwear that are water resistant, if you have a fully waterproof jacket that's breathable and stretchable, you can now put a 4mm TrueZip in it and have a fully waterproof pocket. And what I mean by 4mm is the zip that could be small enough that you could build a wallet out of.
Right.
So something that while you have it on, you can open and close it with one hand. So a lot of interesting tech. You'll see even people making board shorts for surfing, or you could even open up one end of the zip and make things like wetsuits.
Yeah,
so
you were showing the wetsuit to us earlier, and that's
so it's super fun. We're excited, but a lot of great brands are using TrueZip. People are making coolers with it. TrueZip's also capable of being leak proof.
Yeah.
So Camelback has created their fusion reservoir, which allows people to just go ahead and easily zip and unzip the opening. It's easy to clean, easy to fill. And then we've had other folks that are building a lot of soft-sided coolers. And again, nice in that they don't leak when the ice melts. And yet they're a lot less pull force, so they're easy to open and get into.
Right. And from here, I'm seeing the shaving kit.
Yeah.
And coming down here, flying in for SHOT, I was putting my shampoos, my toothpaste, everything into a Ziploc bag because you don't want that exploding and being in your suitcase. Right. But having your shaving kit completely sealed eliminates me having to use the Ziploc bag.
No, we're going to upgrade you, Jeremy. You're going to like it. Yeah, you're going to be ready to go. You'll be sealed up, but it is a big difference. I mean, you saw how strong it is. So
you were standing on the one that we had here. That was crazy. So
gives you a lot of confidence that it's not going to become open.
And they're quality, well-made products too.
Thank you. Appreciate you taking a look. But so the TrueZip is in the Nite Ize runoff products. And then, again, a lot of the brands that you'll see here, if you go to TrueZip.com, you'll see a lot of the other brands that have products that are using TrueZip. So there's a lot of different products out there now after almost 6 years. We've had TrueZip on the market. So it's pretty cool to see how people are innovating.
Well, yeah. And like I said, last year, it was mostly your own branding. And then now it's all of this. I mean, I'm looking across the aisle at one of the people that are building with this, and I'm looking at a cooler that they have TrueZip on.
Yeah, we're excited to work with Grizzly as well.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, we really appreciate it. And thanks for checking out TrueZip and sort of all things that go with it.